guys, this is Hunting School and welcome to another episode of the Halloween UK podcast, joined alongside with Ominous Haunter and Halloween Dan. And in this video we're going to be going over all of the different stores and also the return of a very favoured prop amongst the community. So yeah, lots of topics to look forward to in this video. Before I kick this podcast off, I want to give a huge shout out to Joe from the UK Holiday Enthusiast Discord server for helping me in editing this entire podcast together, because this one was a big job. They recorded the entire thing from his end and provided crisp audio with it, and also edited the entire thing together, and I couldn't be happy with the result. Really hope to work with you again, Joe, and do some future podcasts. And of course, if you're not in the UK Holiday Enthusiast Discord server, I'll put the link down below in the pinned comment, so you guys can check out and join the server. We have plenty of discussions about animatronics, whether it's Halloween or Christmas. We show our displays and plenty of other fun stuff, so get into that server. Link is in the pinned comment. So now, without any further ado, sit back and relax and enjoy the podcast. First off, I think we're going to kick it off with our thoughts on stores so far. As we all know now, we've seen stuff from Wilco, Home Bargains, Costco, even the range now. We've practically seen nearly everything from them. What are you guys' thoughts on everything we've seen so far?
Yeah, overall, a really good year. I think we've seen already some really good stuff. It is obviously a massive shame about Wilco going into administration and stuff, which is a huge blow to them. And, you know, it would have been nice to go and be able to have a proper look at their full range instead of just what's left after people have swarmed there. But, you know, it's still, I suppose, the upside for Haunters is that we've been able to get some pretty good bargains, you know. I've visited 2 or 3 now. They've got some, you know, loads of great skulls and all sorts of stuff, like just little prop pieces. You know, managed to get that Reaper guy, the hanging Reaper guy from there for about £10.50 or something crazy like that. That's really cool. And yeah, generally, I think amazing. Costco again have blown the lid off the Haunted thing in the UK. We've just seen so many cool releases, one after the other, you know. I will just mention I did manage to get my Horseman, which I'm still in shock over because it really didn't look like he was going to appear. But yeah, I mean, Asda, we've seen some great things from Asda, just the static props and things they've had. Some really cool items. I'm looking forward to getting into store. Looking forward to seeing what Morrison's and Sainsbury's and all them places do. But yeah, generally what we've seen released. I've not really looked properly at the range yet. I've not seen the whole range of stuff the range has got. But what I've seen looks pretty good. Not too bad at all. I really like that hanging vampire bat guy. I don't quite know the name, but that does look awesome. Yeah, I think overall, so far at least, it's been a really good year.
Yeah, same as Dan, really. I think Costco have absolutely cracked out the park this year. I'm so glad some certain props have returned this year and helped me get the chance to get them, because I had big regrets from last year. And we've also seen many of the new ones, which we've probably talked about a million times on my channel before. But yeah, we'll talk about them later in this video. I think with Asda, a huge improvement on last year. There could be a chance we see more from them, because we actually haven't got anything in stores yet. So they may have a life size up the sleeve. Fingers crossed. Other stores such as Home Bargains and B&M are pretty good as well. I know they're taking the more decorative route now, kind of like TK Maxx. But Home Bargains especially do have some great little bits in there. Like, I think the lamp from last year is actually returning, and we got that little butler guy for £15. Such a bargain.
Oh yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, and generally, I think the only store I'm still disappointed with is the range. I've had a few visits myself to my store, and I've only got one aisle out, and they're already starting on Christmas. It's annoying. But yeah, I do hope they turn it around in the coming weeks. And Yeah, I think that's all I really have to say about all the stores.
Yeah, pretty much same as you guys. This year I'm really impressed overall. I think it's been a pretty good year, to be fair. Especially with Costco as my kind of main like focus this year. I'd love to get the mummy, but obviously we've talked about this before. He's great prop and stuff. But you all know about Costco, so I won't talk about that too much. But as for other stores, I haven't had much luck with my local ones. Like for example, being Home Bargains. TK Maxx was good though. There was a lot of stuff in there. I'm impressed with TK Maxx. They have a lot of really cool homeware.
Yeah.
But as for, I really can't comment on Home Bargains, I'm afraid, because my store was really sparse. It only had a couple of stuff, like a couple of items, and it was only like casual stuff, like a couple of hanging props and maybe some costumes. It wasn't too much like, big eventful stuff worth talking about. But yeah, I'm sure, like you said, the lamppost sounds really cool. I'd love to see that, like in person if they have it. But no, this year it's been really good overall, and I'm excited to see where it takes us next year.
Yeah, my Home Bargains. We've had a new Home Bargains near us, and it's absolutely massive. And I didn't think they were going to have anything out yet, but they had so many costumes, and the prop range actually was really good. They had all the big skeletons out and stuff, so it was actually I was really impressed by it actually. But last year I had the same as you, Ohage. It was just terrible. Everyone I went to, I couldn't find anything of any great substance. So
yeah, that's a tactic with Home Bargains. If you want to find all the good stuff, check all the bigger stores. That's all I can say. And you won't be disappointed. We'll go over some of our favourite key props now from all the stores so far, and we won't include Costco because we've done an entire video on that. But we'll just talk about some of the key items that we think stand out to us from Asda, Wilco, Range, and Home Bargains.
Asda, definitely so far, my favourite thing I've seen is the flaming skull stack. It's not actually called flaming, I think it's just the skull stack. A simple prop, I couldn't believe. I thought it was like a tiny little thing. I genuinely thought it was going to be about 1 foot high, but it's at least like 3 feet high. It's massive, and it's just got such a cool look to it. For £18 as well, it's phenomenal. I was really impressed by it. I also got that sort of gnarled tree thing that Asda do, which is okay. I do like it. It's got some great sound effects and stuff. And a volume control, which is kind of weird on a prop of its size, to be honest. You don't usually see that. But no, that skull stack is immense. That's without a doubt my favourite thing from Asda so far. Like you said, hey Jess, I'm looking forward to seeing if they bring something more phenomenal out in store, which could happen. Fingers crossed it happens. Who knows? But yeah, that's really it so far. Though they also had like a wrapped mummy guy that's like a hanging prop that looked quite cool, that kind of wriggles about, so I was kind of tempted to get that. Then I'm trying to think. Wilco, like I say, I managed to get my hands on the little hanging Reaper guy. He's actually quite good because he's when you hang him, he's about 6 foot tall. So he's only a hanging prop, so there's nothing internally in him. But then he's got he kind of reminds me of Barry the Butler. He's got very similar phrases to Barry the Butler. He's really loud as well because we had to catch a bus and he wouldn't shut up the whole bus journey home. Someone had pulled the demo thing out of it, like on a bus with this Reaper going off in a bag. It was a fun experience. But I think then Wilco, it's just like all the simple props like the skulls and stuff. I really enjoyed getting them, especially at the minute the price with £2.40 for a plastic skull. I think I got about 4 in the end. Don't even know what I'm going to do with them, but they're cool. And then Home Bargains, we've just briefly talked about. I liked the big 6 foot skeletons. They're like $24.99. I think that's pretty much the best priced full size skeleton you can get in the UK. They've got some other great little things. I bought a giant cobweb, which is like a 7 foot thing. Just a really, really good range of things this year. They're probably my favourites.
I'd say with Asda, I'd say same as you once again, Dan, with the skull stacks. 100% my favourite. I've got 2 of them so far. It is very tempting to get multiples of these, but I can't wait to see what these will look like in my horns. And the tree face is also very cool. I'm so glad that was actually returned to Asda this year, because it used to be sold in 2020 and it's very low stocked. Very happy about that. With Wilco, the Reaper for £10.50 is very good. I'm actually quite surprised that it actually does beat most hanging props in my range in that matter, in quality at least. I've got to say as well, the 5-foot skeletons from Wilco, they're £15 at the moment, and they absolutely go great outside. Like I experimented with different skeletons from each store. I did a Home Bargains one and a Wilco one last year, and the Wilco one literally took no damage. So I got enough one of them. And
that's good to know.
What else did I get now? I think there's also the giant skull. That is also one of my favourites. I think you got that as well, Dan. One that has the green lord eyes.
That's right. Yeah.
That's also great. Yeah, that's like £10, I think.
Yeah, it was about £10.
I haven't really got much from the range so far. Yeah. Home Bargains, I've got the Butler on my way, which I'm looking forward to seeing what he's like. Although I did miss out on Wilco, actually, I might as well mention the doll. I haven't seen her at any of my stores yet, but I'm going to say that she is worth picking up. I do have the Morrison's one from last year, as you can see probably for review on my channel. And she's like, it's amazing to see her jump scare prop in the UK. And she'll go amazing at any point. And the last thing is from the Home Bargains, out of their ceramic things. I actually did pick up the fortune teller ornament, and it looks really nice. And I thought I'd just stick it in the fortune teller theme. I think it's only like £8 as well. Very happy with that.
So, TK Maxx, I really like their mugs. I know it's really weird, but their mugs are really cool. I was actually talking to the cashier about it. Like, she's collecting them apparently, which is kind of funny.
Cool.
I know it's not necessarily a prop or anything too exciting, but I just thought I'd give them a shout out for their mug range. But moving on to Asda, like you guys said, that stack of skulls is really impressive. I want to say it's made by like Seasonal Visions, although I might be wrong. I do like the licensed Disney stuff Asda's got. They've got this like Jack Skellington and Sally, and this they had this Ursula. If you guys are interested in that, I didn't see those in stores though, only online. But I don't know if they're in your stores or not.
The little I saw the little Zero.
I've got Zero as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
No.
They also had this dinosaur thing, like this dinosaur skeleton. I thought that was kind of cool. The Wilco doll, that thing, people are looking for it on Facebook and stuff. Like, it's really cool. I love how it's got Peekaboo Penny sound effects too. That's like a really weird thing I wasn't expecting. I haven't even been to Wilco. Like, my one usually has nothing as per usual, and they've only got masks this year, like costumes and stuff. So, unfortunately, I can't do like a store walkthrough, but if I had to pick my favourite items from Wilco, it would definitely be that doll, for sure.
The Wilco I visited actually had one behind the counter, and I was like, "Ooh, they're displaying it. Can I have it?" And they were like, "No, someone's brought it back, and it needs to be processed back into stock." I was like, "Oh, well, can I just buy it?" And they were like, "No, sorry." So I was like, "Gutted." I was like, "Oh, damn."
They're like displaying the treasure.
They're like displaying it, but not selling it. I was like, "You're going out of business, mate. Just sell me the doll."
Yeah.
The closest I've got to seeing the Wilco doll is the price tag being at one of my stores, but it's completely gone in the morning when I went up. The next topic, we'll go over our favourite props that we've actually brought. And this time we can include Costco props, and that's the rule. And now we've got them in hand, what will be our thoughts? Now we've actually got them. I think I'm going to kick this one off actually with the money. But before I do, I want to give an honourable mention off to the 10-foot Reaper, which I actually got my hands on this year. I had massive regrets of not getting him last year. And yeah, this is one I sprung on straight away as he came in stock, and I couldn't be happier with him. He's absolutely massive. The servo head movement's very impressive, and he's going to be a highlight of the display this year. So the Mummy came into stock a couple of weeks ago now on a Tuesday, which we have practically debunked to be the lucky date for Costco, with props coming online such as a Headless Horseman, which came in stock like today at the time this was recording. The Mummy is just amazing. I just can't praise this guy up enough. He's got that glow in the dark feature, which it looks outstanding at night, and he's got such realistic movement in the eyes and head and arms. That's something I really like, and he literally just looks like he's been ripped out of a theme park attraction. And with him being a mummy, we don't really get much of these guys in the UK, and this guy literally creates so many possibilities for theming that he can do. Like, he can do an ancient Egypt theme, you can tie it into a traditional graveyard, with him of course being a Tomb Guardian mummy. That's a possibility, but yeah, I absolutely love this guy. Also to mention, he is the first outdoor rated prop that actually does have all the fully blow moulded pieces, kind of like the 12-foot skeletons you get in the US. And that's a great achievement in its own right for this prop, and I hope we see more like this in the UK in the future. Well worth the price, and one of my favourite props in my collection.
That glow in the dark feature, just that on its own makes it an outstanding prop. Just when I saw that for the first time, I was like, what? Is this real? I thought it was like someone had
really on another
altered the picture. I genuinely didn't think it was part of the prop for a bit, and then I was like, no, that is something it does. How cool is that?
That's something I need to say as well. Costco, if any of you guys are watching this video, you make sure to get the glow in the dark feature mentioned on the website, because it really is a selling point in its own right.
They don't even mention it, right?
No, they don't. And it also says it's 6 foot for some reason, and it's actually 7 foot.
Yeah, I couldn't figure that out.
It's kind of like how they put the lunging clown as actually lunges, but it doesn't.
Don't even bring him up.
The lunging clown that doesn't lunge and just kind of moves really quite depressingly. Do you know what it was? The line, it was the bit where that clown said, "And you will want to dance with me." I was like, what? Why is it talking about I'm going to dance? Or I can't remember what the line is, but something about dancing. I was like, this isn't scary. This is just ridiculous. This is just... Whoever's buying this, they need to have a word with themselves.
Whoever's buying the lunging clown needs to seriously get their prices
They
right.
just need to really think about their life choices, to be quite honest with you.
And for £250 for that,
I know.
I don't think that's worth it. Do you want to go for the punk rocker? I'm going to start to. Now you've got him.
I would love to go over the punk rocker. He is right beside me right now in my room. Just being off, he looks so cool. So happy I managed to get him, because I would not be able to live with myself if I missed out on him. Also, until you see this thing in person, you have no idea how detailed it is. I was completely blown away by that guitar he has. Everything on it is painted. Obviously it's painted, but it looks really good. All the strings are there. It looks fantastic. Fully removable too. I didn't even know that, but
Wow.
no, yeah, he plays 5 or 6 songs, which is a lot more than I thought he would.
Yeah.
He's got the multi-language modes. I don't know what languages they are, but they're Spanish and I think it's Spanish. I don't know, Spanish and French or something.
I wonder if he has a slight British accent in the Spanish and French version, because he is obviously going to be like a British punk rocker, so that'd be kind of interesting.
Is it the same voice actor, do you think?
I've heard he has a
Maybe.
sound-only mode as well.
Yes, he
Or
does.
just
But it's
laughs.
really weird. He only laughs, and it's really funny. Yeah, he
Similar
plays the
to,
same
one
song
of
and
the
laughs.
songs. That's interesting.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at that actually.
Oh, yeah.
I see. I'm playing right now.
Rip off. What? Where's
rip
the
off?
extra scarf?
Give me my headband. Where's it at, Costco? Come
Yeah.
on. Quality
What the hell?
control.
Hashtag where's extra headband gone?
Yeah, start a movement. Get that going on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Where is his
Yeah.
extra headband?
Yep.
That'll have to be on my Halloween-averse evening news next. Mets breaking
Where's the
news.
extra headband?
Where is the extra headband?
That'd be hilarious, dude.
Jokes. This is jokes.
Yeah, we're not actually that addicted, or
No,
are we?
I think we are. I think it's a sickness.
Maybe.
But it's a good sickness. It's a good one, you know.
It's not a mental illness. It's controllable.
No.
It's okay.
No, it's not mental illness. It's just
No.
yeah,
We're healthy. Don't worry.
We're healthy. It's fine.
Yeah. All right, so I'll quickly wrap it up for you.
Well, yeah. Sorry.
Overall, it's just get him if you can. Like, the price is good, the prop is good. Just do it. You won't regret it. I promise. That's it.
He is an awesome prop. I have to say.
Seems to be really high stocked on him as well this year, because he's obviously the main store prop this year.
Yeah.
And I've had a look on the website, and there's at least over 200 available of them. So
Wow.
There you go, guys.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He is amazing. I have to say, I'm not going to lie, it's not completely out of my range at the minute. I'm still kind of, I wouldn't mind a punk rocker skeleton. I think he would be so cool. And after seeing your video with the detail that they've actually put into this thing, it is crazy how much detail they've put into this skeleton. It's awesome.
Dan, I think it's your turn.
Oh, hello.
There he is.
There he is. Wow. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Well, yeah, so my turn. Yeah, I mean, my top purchase, I've got to, because anyone who follows me on YouTube knows that this year I did receive a Lethal Lily from the States, which is absolutely astonishing, and I'm still completely blown away by it. But I can't really count that because it was kind of like half a gift, even though I did pay for shipping and stuff. It was still a gift. So this is really my first official purchase, a big purchase, I should say, this year. And I don't know what to say. It's only happened today. I'm just gobsmacked. The Headless Horseman is, when I saw this prop last year, I practically had a heart attack with shock and amazement. It just looked like the most amazing prop I'd ever seen. I'd seen other versions of him in the US before. I think, what's the Reaper guy? Riding Reaper guy? Reaper's Ride, yeah.
Reaper's
I'd seen him.
Yeah,
seen him for years. Always really liked him. And, and then when I saw this in Costco last year, I was like, oh my God. And if I hadn't have bought my big 10-foot Reaper last year, he would definitely have been my choice without a doubt. So yeah, I have to say he is what I would have been secretly waiting for this whole time, just on the off chance. And I said to you, HS, that if by the end of this week there's no sign of him, I think I'll probably end up buying the Mummy. But then, this lucky Tuesday thing
so
just seems to... I know, honestly. Really, really was. He's been in my basket for about at least a week and a half now. So, but no, it just had to be the Horseman for me. He's just... I mean, I've not seen him yet, obviously. I've only ordered him today. I have no idea. I have no idea exactly where he's going to go in my hoard. Not exactly, anyway. Or where I'm going to store him, or any of those practical things. But in terms of just the prop itself, it's just an astounding prop. I like Sleepy Hollow, the story as well, Sleepy Hollow. So it just goes hand in hand with that too. So absolutely amazing prop. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see this thing. My kids are going to have a heart attack when this thing's up in our living room. Oh, it's so fun. I can't wait.
It's such a good price for a massive prop as well, for $299. If you look at Reaper's Ride, it's getting on to about a £500 limit. £500 price range.
Well, it's 600 or something.
Crazy.
Yeah. The Reaper's Ride has that. It's got a hose built into the horse's mouth, so you can pump fog out through the horse's mouth. And this doesn't have that. Oh. But apparently, someone's, because I've been looking it up on YouTube, obviously. Apparently, there is inside the horse of this particular one there is at least, there's no hole for the smoke to come out of, but the attachment for the hose is in there for some reason. So it's obviously been molded probably in the same factory and stuff. Someone was saying like they'd drilled a hole in their horse's mouths to allow the smoke to come out. So I was like, oh, that could happen. Maybe I might do that. But to be honest, yeah, I can't imagine. If I'm honest, I can't imagine spending £300 on something and then taking a drill to it. To be honest, so I don't think I'm going to risk it.
Wouldn't do that if I'm mommy anyway.
No.
The last one, I guess we've got to talk about. What else do we want to see? That we're waiting to see things in stores from, such as Morrison's and Sainsbury's, maybe Asda as well.
I mean, Morrison's last year actually took me a bit by surprise because it was never really one I really thought about a lot at Halloween. Asda was always the supermarket store I focused my attention on. And then last year I went and it was actually kind of cool. They had a great range of just, again, really good little sort of filler props, I suppose you'd call them, like skulls and things. They had some great sheep ram skulls for some reason, but they were cool. And some pretty, they had like a...
It reminded me of the ones I sell at the Wickerman shop at Alton Towers. It's very similar to that.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. But like for like half the price, I think they were about £8 or something at Morris.
They charge like 30 quid for them, which
robbing Alton Towers. They just can't. They're just taking it hand over fist, them guys. But no, they had some cool stuff. They had like a little, is it Thing from the Addams Family? They had like a crawling hand. That was kind of cool. Just cool little fun props that some great little lanterns, some cool little lights, loads of costumes and stuff last year. Nothing spectacular to write home about, but just good stuff. And I would love to see, like, I got my Barry the Butler from Morrison's like in 2017. And I would like to see something of that ilk come back to Morrison's this year. I think they've got it in them. I think they probably had quite a good year last year with it. And maybe, who knows, something along the lines of a Barry the Butler. Not that exactly, but something like it, perhaps, And Sainsbury's, I just kind of like...
Last year they had the 3-foot clown.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah. And I ended up doing a 2-hour journey to my closest store that actually had one. And they had the doll as well, very fortunately. And
that's right.
I just got them both and came home on the bus with them.
Of course you did.
It was crazy.
Of course. I remember that now. Yeah, of course. The doll was at Morrison's last year. Of course it was. Yeah. So, and Sainsbury's, I like Sainsbury's. They do great sort of... The only thing with Sainsbury's, they tried to... this sounds bad. I don't mean it to sound the way it sounds, but like they tried to be a bit too upmarket. So everything I've been, and it's all like, like decorations you would craft. You'd like put them together with your kids and stuff. And I'm like, I've not got time for that. No, I just want show me the props. They do some great homeware stuff there. They do some great... You would talk about mugs from TK Maxx. I've always found that Sainsbury's actually do some great Halloween mugs and things like that. It's that kind of stuff that I think Sainsbury's do really well. Not so much the decorations and the props and stuff, but I could be proven wrong. Who knows?
I'm really looking forward to Morrison's. I do hope they do give us a bit of an unpredicted... 3-foot prop that we've never seen before. Fingers crossed the jump scare one. That doll is amazing. And hopefully they bring the clown back for another year, because I think it deserves another run. And maybe something with the Butler style to it, at least. I'd say for Sainsbury's, the only thing I'm really wanting most is the big hanging version of Oogie Boogie to go with Sally and Jack. It's the only one we need.
Yes.
The last store I'm going to talk about is probably Asda. I do hope I do hope they do have some more tricks up the sleeve. One of the things I'd really love to see, if it's either this year or next year or whatever, I'd really love to see this life-size Dapper skeleton that Walmart are having. It looks really cool and it's right up Asda's alley, and it actually does have some of the same phrases as the original Edwardian butler that we used to sell. So I'd love to see him have a life-size vampire. It's something I've always hoped they'd actually do one year.
Oh yeah,
Especially with us having
Yeah.
the League of Classic Halloween characters this year with the mummy. It would be awesome to have a vampire.
that would be sick.
But yeah, we can only hope.
That would be cool. You guys love Morrison's, I just realised.
It's really good.
No, it's
That's not a
really
bad
good.
thing, by the way.
It is good.
We got some really good stuff, yeah.
They're always like the last minute store that drop in when you think we're done for the year and that we don't need to spend any more money. And then you're like, oh no, we'll spend another 60 quid.
Yeah,
or whatever.
that's completely true. Actually, yeah.
Why is it all like so good?
Yeah, those TVs they had a while back was really good.
Oh yeah,
too.
the
yeah.
TVs.
Is that
Yeah,
the
they
one
were
that had
cool.
the twitching banshee screen?
Like the mini Terra TV. Yeah, the ones like the flickering screen and the ghost voice. Those were really cool.
Oh, I remember the TVs that Asda used to sell. They used to have the zombie one back in 2019 that you kind of used to shake side to side. And in 2017, we had this one with like a girl strapped inside the TV. And it was like a full-on horror movie style type prop. And it was amazing.
What about you, OH? What are you looking forward to?
Oh yeah, sorry, I completely out of it then. About the Asda life size, I've just been thinking. You know how we are seeing classic monsters?
Yeah.
I think a really cool Asda life size, if they were to do another one, is like, I think it was last year, Home Depot did like these classic monster like trio set.
Ooh, yeah.
I think it was just like, it was the same like, I think it was the same company who did the, like one of the older Asda life sizes.
It was
They were like
Pan-Asian.
blow mold heads or something.
Yeah.
It might have been.
Pan-Asian, that's it. I feel like that would be such a cool, like one of those three, or even better, all of them. If they were Asda life size, that'd be amazing.
Just imagine going into
I'm
a
pretty
store
sure
and
they were like
seeing all that.
interactive too, like they
Wow.
completely flip like the game for UK retail.
Price, what do you think that'd be at?
Price. How much was the pirate skeleton?
Pirate was at a very reasonable price of £60.
£60. If you were to get, this is for 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
But you're talking 2023.
Yeah, you gotta get that inflation in there. I mean,
120.
would it be like,
Yeah,
I don't know, like
I was
200,
thinking
even more?
120. That's the number I had in my head.
Or 100, yeah, I'm well.
Asda always do find a way to keep prices down to bottom level.
Mind you, then they brought out that ridiculous, whatever it was, pumpkin-headed scarecrow guy that wasn't he £60 or £65 or something last year?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's like £10
That was
more than the
insane.
usual.
It just didn't make any
£10
sense.
more than a better quality one.
Sunstar, bro.
Yeah. It's just like, what?
That's like just as bad as the
They
one
put
you
a
found.
Sunstar hanging from the
Yeah,
stick.
it's just crazy. No, I don't know what they were thinking.
But people still
Yeah.
bought it though.
Yeah,
That's what's
That's
scary.
the terrifying
You see some
part.
listings on Facebook Marketplace with old stock of them in, going for like £25. I remember not too long ago. Yeah. I think someone on eBay
Really?
was doing it actually.
Have you seen this on the stream that Joe? I'm sure I've just saw it listed for £95. Is that right?
No.
Oh my god!
£95.
Oh my god!
That's a steal.
That's
Buy it right
crazy.
now.
£95.
Right One person's watched it in the last day.
Again,
It's not even
that
6 minutes,
person
right?
needs to
It's
go
like shorter.
take a look at themselves. That's terrible.
With that said, that practically wraps up today's podcast. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. It's been a pleasure once again putting this together. I always enjoy doing these types of videos, getting the discussion going. A huge thanks to Halloween Dan, Ominous Haunter, and Joe for being huge parts of this podcast, and also Joe for putting up with us speaking Halloween for about 30 minutes straight. I don't know how you do it, man, but huge thank you to you all again. But yeah, leave a comment down below and tell me your opinions on some of these topics. And of course, give us a like and also subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. I really appreciate all of that. Until the next video, this is your guide for all things spooky.